Hey guys, David here from Beyond the Kingdoms, and it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time to enjoy another Foodie Friday. There are lots of new food dishes at this year's Flower and Garden Festival. On my recent visit to the event, I tried all of the food items at the 4 new outdoor kitchens this year, just to find out what the hits were and which ones are worth a skip. So today I'm going to give you my 5 favorite new dishes from these 4 kitchens. At least one favorite from each booth, but in no particular order because frankly there were so many good options it's hard to rank them all. So let's jump right in. For our first stop, we're heading to the Arbor, which is located inside the Gardener's Terrace, otherwise known as the Festival Center, inside the Odyssey. This booth has an eclectic range of dishes, and this is also your hub if you enjoy cider. Now, I had 2 contenders here for the booth's #1 spot. My mouth watered during my first bite into the fried green tomatoes, but I sincerely hated the blue crab fennel salad on top, and it's the only reason I picked another dish for top prize: the mixed berry buttermilk cake. This is a worthy replacement to the previous berry buckle dessert. At the base is a thin layer of sponge cake, and on top is a scrumptious layer of crumble. Then there is a dollop of mixed berries on top that include blueberries, raspberries, and my personal favorite, blackberries. The fruit was almost ice cold, which I loved because it was getting pretty hot outside. It's then finished off with a delicious scoop of apple cider sorbet. The combination of the dense cake with the berries is nicely balanced because it's oddly not too tart. The dessert is a great combination of flavors and extremely refreshing. The mixed berry buttermilk cake is priced at $5. It's vegetarian, gluten-free, and Disney considers it to be kid-friendly. And like the rest of today's dishes, this is eligible for a snack credit on the dining plan. Next up, we're taking just a few steps outside to head over to Trowel and Trellis. This booth features a complete vegetarian menu, and the dishes are all about finding plant-based alternatives to traditional food. The booth is also sponsored by Impossible Foods, so if you enjoyed those burger sliders at Earth Eats last year at Food & Wine, definitely give this booth a try. The dish I want to highlight here is the Farmhouse meatball, mainly because both the flavor and ingredients really drive the message of this booth home. This begins with a plant-based meatball. Now, the chef wasn't exactly sure of the entire list of ingredients used here because the meatballs come to the booth pre-made. But he did say that vegetables such as beets are used to make it appear as if it's bleeding red like a piece of meat. You could have fooled me that this meatball was entirely made of vegetables. But what I really love is the lentil spread wrap on the outside, which is mixed with spices such as cardamom and turmeric and give it a unique Indian flair. It's not spicy, it's just flavorful. The Farmhouse meatball comes in at $5.50. I do wish it was a little bit bigger and more substantial, but I do enjoy that it easily fits in your hand and a good dish to enjoy on the go. Like I said, this dish is vegetarian, and despite it not being listed as so, the chef did indeed say it was gluten-free. Next, we're heading to the Flavorful Kitchen, which is located on the opposite side of Future World, right next to the Imagination Pavilion. This booth is sponsored by Advent Health, and it's all about finding healthy dishes that still taste pretty good. To be honest, I could tell that the focus on nutrition definitely made this booth a little deserted, but it's worth a stop for at least one item, and that one is dessert. This is the Mickey Tart filled with peanut butter mousse and strawberry jam. This dish wins because it is absolutely adorable. The tart itself is very sturdy and holds the filling in nicely. To my surprise, it's actually a multi-grain tart shell, which made me feel a little bit less guilty. Inside, there's a beautiful rich layer of peanut butter mousse on the bottom. It's thick and creamy and just to die for. On top is another pretty layer of strawberry jam mixed in with edible glitter. which gives it that nice shine. And on the Mickey ears you get a few boba pearls, and that gives the dish some nice dimension. This is yet another one that is a little bit on the small side, but the rich flavor definitely makes up for it. The Mickey Tart is priced at $4.50, vegetarian and also considered kid-friendly. It's not the best use of a snack credit given the size and price point, but the taste certainly exceeded my expectations. Okay, for our final two dishes, we're going to visit my absolute favorite new booth for 2019, the Citrus Blossom. If you can't find it, just look for the long line in Showcase Plaza of guests waiting to get their hands on this adorable Orange Bird sipper cup. But believe me, the food here is worth the wait, even if you're not getting the souvenir. Every single food item on this menu was delicious. I can't remember the last time that I visited an Epcot food booth and experienced such a strong menu. The fried chicken with citrus aioli is perfection. The citrus shortcake, another great dessert with refreshing flavors. But the final best dishes in today's video are the grilled lobster tail and the tuna tataki. Now, I want to point out that I don't really like seafood. Things like lobster I enjoy because it's not too fishy and has some meat to it. But for me, to highlight both of these dishes really does tell you that these are excellent items. The grilled lemon lobster tail may sound pretty straightforward, but the quality and flavor of it was so good that as soon as I took a bite, I instantly wanted to enjoy another. It's amazing how much just a simple seasoning of grilled lemon really elevates this dish. Now, I won't lie, it is very small for the price. Even before I looked at it, I expected it to be small, because this is Disney and that's how things roll. But it tasted so good, it washed away my distaste for the price. The grilled lemon lobster tail is priced at $8, maybe the most expensive dish at the festival. It's gluten-free, and while it's not the best use of a snack credit if you're really hungry, it is a good use of the credit if you're simply focused on getting good money value out of the plan. But don't worry, for my final dish in today's video, we have a much bigger dish that is filled with interesting ingredients and fresh flavors, perfect for this festival. The tuna tataki. Okay, so even though I don't like seafood, I did enjoy this because I love sushi. The tuna is pan-seared and practically raw, like you would enjoy at a Japanese sushi restaurant. You get 3 excellent slices of tuna, and it's covered in a spicy yuzu glaze. It was very reminiscent to a sweet chili sauce. There's definitely ginger in there because it's spicy yet refreshing. Loved it. It's then topped with a sampling of avocado and mangoes, and it's the mangoes that really brings the whole dish together and balances the spicy with the taste of something sweet. It's all served on a nice and crisp pampardon, which again has a sprinkle of pepper on it for a little kick. The dish is a winner simply because it's dynamic, a balance of spicy and sweet, and perfectly fresh. The tuna tataki is priced at $6.25 and perhaps the best use of a snack credit of all the dishes featured in today's video. So there you have it, my friends, my 5 favorite new dishes at this year's Flower and Garden Festival. Since there are plenty of new dishes also dotted around the returning Outdoor Kitchens and World Showcase, I will certainly be following up with another Foodie Friday video next month. But make sure you visit the official Beyond the Kingdoms website for a full review of all of the items at these 4 specific booths. If you enjoyed any of these dishes or have your own favorites, feel free to share them in the comments below. But that will certainly have to do it for today. I hope I haven't left you too hungry this Friday evening, but thank you so much for watching, and like always, remember, if you can dream it, you can do it.